Welcome back, everyone. Today's explainer is a big one. We are unpacking the massive world-building drops and the totally shifting stakes we just witnessed in the Abyss Gate Episode 3. We've got a lot of ground to cover today, because the implications of what's lying beneath the surface right now, well, they fundamentally change literally everything we thought we understood about this world. So let's just jump right in. Right off the bat, we get hit with this absolutely chilling realization. The dungeon was never the prison, the city was. Think about that for a second. It completely sets the tone. Our heroes aren't just exploring some abandoned, dusty ruins down there. They are trapped inside a colossal, ancient cage. And the things kept locked inside this cage, they are far, far more dangerous than anything they've crossed paths with before. Section 1. The Hidden Kingdom Revealed. Notice how the tension in this episode just meticulously builds up chronologically. I mean, at the exact moment of entry, the threat is purely psychological. You've got this giant, mysterious, glowing eye just observing them from the dark before it completely vanishes. But then, shortly after, that passive observation turns into a very active trap when corrupted Dren destroys the portal. And then, moments later, the environment itself goes fully hostile as the stone statues lining the streets literally spring to life and attack. And Dren's corruption? It has totally evolved. He drops this line: "Nobody leaves until the gate chooses." This is brilliant because it illustrates that the gate isn't just some magical doorway anymore. It's got its own will, its own agenda. It has repurposed a former companion into a captive hunter who's out there acting on its behalf. Which brings us to Section 2, Secrets of the Keepers. As the group scrambles to hide, Rowan starts peeling back the layers of what this place actually is. In this ruined, ancient library, he deciphers these old glowing symbols, revealing that this city belonged to a group called the Gatekeepers. And when Lyra asks what exactly they were keeping, the translation is just terrifying. They guarded against things worse than monsters. We aren't dealing with wild beasts here. We're dealing with ancient, cosmic-level threats that literally required an entire underground civilization just to stand guard. So what happened to these keepers? Well, the group's grim discovery in the underground market paints a really horrific picture. They find rows of frozen skeletons, which proves that whatever caused the gate to close struck instantly. There was no evacuation. Nobody escaped. The end was absolute and it was final. And right in the middle of all this tragedy, this sudden glowing message just pops up on a ruined wall with one singular warning: do not wake the ninth. The number 9. This introduces absolutely the most critical numerical motif in this entire lore drop. But what exactly is the ninth? Let's dig into that in Section 3, the ninth successor. Okay, so inside a busted clock tower, Rowan discovers records that completely flip the script on everything we thought we knew. The leading expectation in the fandom was that the Hollow King was imprisoned down here, right? But the reality? The hidden text reveals the Hollow King was never a prisoner at all. Instead, the city was ruled by 9 kings, the 9 successors. And suddenly, everything going on with Kale makes total sense. It's definitely no coincidence that he is the only one hearing those mysterious voices in the dark alleyways whispering, "Successor, come below." At the same time, his shadow magic is just rapidly adapting to this underground environment. He goes from struggling to easily summoning multiple shadow blades to flat-out unlocking full shadow armor during combat. The city is reacting to him, and he's reacting to the city. Moving on to Section 4, Awakening the City Guardian. Because of Kale's presence there, it triggers this massive chain reaction. The entire city structure just suddenly activates, summoning a gigantic, armored guardian that blocks their path. And the crazy part? It specifically identifies Kale as an unauthorized successor. The team barely, and I mean barely, survives this explosive encounter, but their victory causes the Guardian to fall, revealing a hidden staircase leading even deeper into the abyss. Which leads us down into Section 5, the Chamber of Thrones. As they descend that hidden staircase, the true cinematic scale of this lore is finally revealed to us. Stepping into this massive underground chamber, they find 9 ancient, empty thrones. But they aren't all equal. One specific throne is glowing pitch black. Naturally, Kale was drawn to it, and the second he makes contact, his mind is instantly hijacked. He is flooded with terrifying visions of giant gates opening up worldwide, along with a mysterious command to find the remaining 8. But guys, the biggest shock comes right at the very end, leaving us with one massive, lingering question. Who sits on the Black Throne?
Because right as Kael is reeling from these intense visions, corrupted Dren drops down from the shadows and suddenly kneels. And in a moment of sheer dramatic irony, he ignores Kael entirely. Instead, he kneels to a dark silhouette sitting right on that black throne, calling him my king. And then, that dark silhouette speaks this haunting final line. You finally arrived. I mean, wow, this completely flips the entire script. If Kyle is the successor, who in the world is this entity? Is it the original Hollow King, the true ninth ruler? Think about how this shatters everything we assumed about Kyle's destiny so far. The rules have totally changed. So what do you think is actually waiting for them in the dark? And what happens when the other 8 are found? We'll be diving deep into the true nature of these successors in our next explainer, so make sure you don't miss it.